actually get some writing in today, people, my people. Remind everybody to subscribe, resubscribe here on Twitch and also on my YouTube. I appreciate it. Slurping some coffee. What is this? What are you doing? What are you doing? People backing into my driveway. Get at them. Get off my lawn, kids. Where's everyone? I go see what the cat's doing. What are you doing, little fucking asshole? Seriously, little dickhead? Stop. I'm back. No, cat was like, I'm like, what is that noise? What are you playing with? There was a couple of Amazon packages that had arrived, and I threw the empty boxes on the table in the dining room, and there was packing stuff in there, and the cat decided she was I didn't realize she grabbed the whole box and dragged it into the kitchen to keep it away from me, and then she was playing with it and annoying the shit out of me. So yes, I guess a little bit of poop there. Getting some writing in today, though. That's the important thing. I'm writing a chapter. This chapter 11. Chapter 6 drops tomorrow of this Dying Days Patient Zero book for my Patreon. So I'm well ahead. I would like to stay well ahead on this book. So that's what I'm going to do. And I had an idea for it. And you and I, Tom, have hit 40,000 words on the thing we're doing. So we are firmly into the third act of that book, wherever it takes us. We're starting to move characters together, I think, which will make it a little easier. I have no clue where it's taking us. Me neither. Me neither. I don't know if the main thing we're doing will even be reached at this point. I had an idea for book 2, but I don't think we're even going to get close to that. I think we're stranded where we are for 3 books, which is fine. There's way more things to be done. So we just keep writing, I guess. We probably got about another dozen chapters or so. Not a lot. I would hope we would jump right into book 2 as well, especially, I don't know about a cliffhanger ending, but any ending that just doesn't magically wrap everything up, which will not, obviously not happen. Let me put my magic light on. Yeah, it's a little dark out. Been mostly cloudy and rainy all day. 73 degrees though. Got all the books delivered. Table runner on the way. All set for 2 weeks. Excellent. Excellent. I have a book signing on Saturday, right? No, not Saturday. The following Saturday. The 6th. Flagler Beach one. So I'm probably just going to pack a crate of books with me. Only probably Dirty Deeds and the First Coast Thriller series. And maybe a couple of horror books to put underneath in case anybody's looking for it. There's Mr. Frank. But then right after that, that's Saturday, probably Sunday then, I will pack the bulk of my books. I already told my wife, listen, we're in Virginia, so it's not like we can just let me run home and grab a book, you know. And I know I'm not going to sell, 250 copies, although that would be really nice. But going to probably bring several crates of books with me and all the accoutrements. Reposition light, yeah, I keep banging into it because my pills are behind it. So, do you like it or you don't like it? Is it not good enough? I'm trying to get my best side, which turns out is my buttocks. You look like the new singer for Skid Row. Which one? I'm sure there will be 10 more of them before the year ends. I think it's weird that Lizzie Hale is going to do these upcoming 4 or 5 shows with them. I can't even. It just seems, the whole thing just seems odd. And then who knows who they're going to end up getting. I mean, I guess it's good for this guy, his health problems and all that. But yeah, I have seen a lot of his videos lately of him singing other songs and stuff. I mean, the dude's got a great voice. He can definitely pull it off, I was actually warming up to this last album. How bad can Bach be to not want to make the amount of money they'd make if they brought him back? That's the problem. It's an ego thing. I feel like Snake Sable's like, yeah, we're making enough money to survive. But if we bring him back and we all of a sudden we become huge again and we make a ton of money, then the fear is his, even though they're going to make more money, the band will become Sebastian Bach's again. You know what I mean? And then everybody will be saying, why didn't you do this 30 years ago? So a whole ego thing. I've seen the house Sable lives in. Yeah, in that documentary, he's living on Long Island, and I'm like, yeah, you live in a walk up like everybody else. You ain't living in a huge house, buddy. Don't worry, you won't become huge again. Skid Row will not become huge, but you're going to have people like us in our age bracket who now hopefully have some money that will definitely go and see them with Sebastian Bach back in the band. That is my feeling. I'm sure even if it comes together kind of like David Lee Roth going back to Van Halen, I'm sure it will all fall apart with egos and everything else as soon as they're like, let's write another album, and then it will just all collapse again. I don't know. Who can say? You know what I'm saying? Who can say? They still have to come headline with a Motley Crue or Def Leppard. Yeah, they would definitely be, where they're playing county fairs at this point. I mean, these upcoming shows aren't, hey, we need Lizzie Hale because we're headlining Madison Square Garden. You know what I mean? They're literally playing county fairs and stuff like that at this point. So I think them coming back, they might hit some headline with some shitty band. They might play some theaters You know what I mean? I would imagine would be where they would, which would definitely be like 2 steps up for them. And I'm thinking they would make some money. They would make way more money now than separated either side is making. Level of groupie hotness has definitely gone down. Yeah, but the problem is the groupies have aged along with Skid Row. And the groupies are bringing their 14-year-old daughters to shows. That's the problem. Ooh. What did I eat last night? I don't even remember what I ate. I had one meal. I had one meal last 2 days. I've not had lunch today. My goal is to have just one meal a day and to start walking. I have not started the walking part, but I have started the one meal a day part. Except I have no idea what I had last night. Oh, I had McDonald's. Duh. So I gotta write shit down. Went to McDonald's. I left the house on my own yesterday, like a big boy. 3 McDoubles plain, a filet-o-fish with only cheese, large fries, medium sweet tea, and a large chocolate shake. And I buried all of that while I watched another noir film. And then I felt nauseous because I ate and drank way too much. I'm drinking a lot of Pepto-Bismol though lately. A lot. And chewing handfuls of Tums before I go to bed. I'm also about halfway through the Geddy Lee autobiography now. I've been reading that. Again, I'm not a Rush fan. I've already talked a couple days ago about why I am not a fan of Rush. But it's still interesting. A lot of good tidbits about them. What bands were cool, what bands were assholes. When they were touring, especially in the 70s. He had a lot of nice things to say about Paul Stanley because they played with Kiss a lot in the 70s. Gene Simmons, not so much. Gene Simmons was kind of an asshole. Ace Frehley he loved. He loved the cackle. And anyway, it's interesting. I'm about halfway through. I think I just hit like 1980 on their journey. So I always like reading autobiographies from bands and stuff, even bands I don't even necessarily like. Their early years, you know. Once you get where, oh yeah, so we played Madison Square Garden for the 56th time, you know, like that's kind of boring. I want to know about the hell was this? I don't know if this is a fake number. Like you're getting a lot of random fake numbers lately from just random area codes. Like this one says working today. I probably shouldn't have even answered, but I just said, who is this? The other one the other day was like, hey, tell Susan we'll meet her at the restaurant. Like, Susan can't talk right now. She's got my dick in her mouth. I didn't say that. And then a lot of times, then there will never be another. There will never be another comment. I'd also posted on a classic, right? And that's what you say since you were like 12 years old. The Tomorrow starts is opening day for baseball, so 1 o'clock is first pitch of a game, and I will be watching for like 12 or more hours yesterday or tomorrow, not yesterday, tomorrow. And so that will be my day, literally be my day tomorrow. We'll be watching baseball. But then I posted on my author Armand Rosamilia page, and I immediately got, like no lie, like 30 spam things about baseball and to buy these jerseys for $18 and here's where you can listen to all the games for free on this fake Chinese website. And I'm like, just deleting. So I'm sure by now I got 50 more on there. I should probably check it. Delete these assholes. Yeah, it's just annoying. I need to figure out how to get around the nightmare that Baltimore is going to be when we drive. Yeah, yeah, you got a problem there. No, so I don't think anybody else. No, nobody else joined in. Well, that's good. I guess they all initially hit me with all their bullshit. People keep posting these fake bridge things. But none of that is real. The bridge didn't blow up like that. That's from something else. Mr. Frank says 695 West, baby. He didn't say baby. I said baby. Yeah, I would definitely take that way. If I saw that, I'm like, oh my god. Oh no, wait, we're not going as far as Baltimore. Okay, I'm good. Just stick with 95, 495 through the Fort McHenry tunnel. Yeah, everybody's just saying stay on 95, but add like an extra hour or two. So you guys probably should leave a lot earlier. We're leaving Thursday morning. We're leaving at like 5 or 6 in the morning on Thursday. And then stopping at exit 3 in Georgia for coffee, because I'm going to need coffee. And then head up, and we'll be there probably Thursday night, I would imagine. Later on Thursday night. But drive through them. Yeah, you can't leave during the day, or you're going to be, because now you have an entire bridge worth of millions of cars that are not going that way, that are going to be going the other routes. You should leave a lot earlier anyway, because traffic from there to Richmond is always a nightmare. Yeah. Frank, are you ever gonna resurface at an author con? I know the timing of the year is shitty. I did see a couple of posts on the scares that care thing from people who were, yeah, so I figured the timing is shitty for you. The on the scares that care, people were bitching about, oh, this adds time, drive time, blah 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 blah, and then somebody else was like, people died. Like there's people that died on the bridge, and you're pissed because you have to add an extra 2 hours to your drive. Yeah, traffic through Baltimore, D.C., Baltimore, Washington, all that sucks anyway. If they added 47 more bridges, it's still going to be bumper to bumper regardless. I'm just glad I'm coming from the south. Shouldn't have to worry about any of that crap. I guess there's no Nick Zinn today since I'm on another page. Also, everybody reminder to resubscribe to here and subscribe on YouTube. Stop building Easy Pass Express lanes and just build lanes. Now they need the money because you need the easy pass lanes because it generates money to build the easy pass lanes. I mean, that's the thing with the Parkway. New Jersey Parkway was started to do. Oh, we're just going to do this temporarily, and though so that we can pay for upgrading roads and stuff. And then they get to a point where they realize, oh, so we can't take all these down because the infrastructure, we're paying so many people, and the head of this is making, hundreds of thousands of dollars in salary. And so this basically is just paying for itself. So they never did take any of the tolls down. That's my take on it anyway. I saw some conspiracy theories about the Obamas had a part in this. I don't know. People are just insane. The Obamas were more likely to have talked the guy from Skid Row to quit the band than they were to have lined up a container ship to take the bridge out. I remember going to see my grandmother as a kid in Barnegat, and my dad screaming because he tossed the token into the bin and missed. Yeah, that was the worst. My dad would lose his shit. And he would always, he never pulled up and just dropped it in. He would always try to do the pitch on it. And most of the time he got it. Or the time he'd pull up and he would hand me or my brother, whoever, my brother always sat behind him. He'd give him the whatever it was back then, quarter, nickel, dime, whatever, and pull right up. My brother would roll down the window, and then he would always just drop it all over the ground. And my dad would just be pissed, and he would beep the horn and take off. What's the George Carlin famous quote? When you drive into New Jersey, you should just give them a blank check. And then once you get to the other side, just fill it out all at once because it's much easier than the 47 tolls you're going to hit. I am looking forward to AuthorCon. Classic, right? Classic. I think it will be. I think it will be a good show. My problem now is, these pills are obviously starting to take effect again. I'm shitting like crazy each day. My stomach hurts. I'm eating one meal a day, which is fine. My fear is I'm gonna miss out on some cheesesteaks when we get up there. Like maybe I'll just be like, you know what? I can only eat half of a cheese. I only want half of a cheesesteak because I know if I eat a whole one, be like, hey Tom, watch the table. I gotta go take a poop again. I gotta go take a poop and run into the bathroom and see Jonathan Jan's in there. I wonder who's going to win the Jay Wilburn Award this year. I'm gonna go with, my prediction is Ronald Malfi. Jans will probably win again. You're going to poop on Jans? No, not this year. Last year I pooped all over him. No. No, it was like every time I went to the bathroom last year, for some reason Jonathan Jans was there, like fixing his hair or washing his hands or something. He's done so much for the community, exactly. So, Frank, be around between, 4 and 5 on that Friday, because I will be commenting from the audience of who wins. Now, if Tom comments, that means it's going to be a picture of me because I will win it. Although I'm not in the in crowd there. What have you done? Nothing. I've done nothing. Done nothing at all. I hope I win because I'm going to get up there and say, the heart community is awful. You four people, stand up. I'm going to rip you apart. Speaking truth to power about the community does zero to help it. Oh, I know. I know. The problem with it is nobody would think I'm talking about them. They're all looking around going, yeah, it's these people. It's not me. I didn't do anything wrong. That's the problem. What are you doing? Cat is annoying the shit out of me today. Go out there and be a politician. This is the greatest community ever. Blah. Wow. Some older guy out there that walks around every day now. I've seen him like the last couple weeks. He just looks so unhappy. Like he's got his earbuds in, so he's obviously listening to. Probably I would, if I had to guess, looking at him, he's listening to like the first couple of Yes or Dire Straits albums. And he got his head down. He's plodding along. He just looks like he's about to cry. Poor bastard. Probably happier than all of us. I started watching New York Homicide on the flicks. Any good? Any good? Any good? No, sorry. Hopefully my wife will be home Saturday night. But we're not counting on her sister for anything. So Sunday is Easter. So no matter, even if her sister, I'm hoping her sister actually doesn't come home till Sunday night. She's a pain in the ass. She'll bring, my kids will be here. My wife will be here with her mother and her aunt. And we'll have an Easter dinner at Big Ham. Easter dinner. And then hopefully her sister will be home by no later than Sunday night. And then Sunday my wife can actually sleep here at home, which will be very nice. And then we got like 2 weeks. Her sister will be home before she leaves. Well, the weekend we are leaving for AuthorCon, we leave Thursday morning. And I think Friday or Saturday, her sister's supposed to go back. But then my daughter is going to go and hang out with my mother-in-law. Because somebody needs to be there at all times. It scratches the murder porn itch. I keep finding stuff as I'm going through. I'm finding stuff and I'm like, well, Shelly might want to watch this, so I won't watch this. Shelly might want to watch this. And then that into the night, I'm like, there's no way she's watching that the sun is killing everybody. I'll watch this. Or I'm watching something, I'm like, yeah, she would never like this, so we're good. Yeah, we're good. I have no idea what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. I'm thinking, it's one of those things where you're only eating one meal a day, so it can't just be like, I'll just throw in random things and eat. You can't do that. I'm also not running out of food in this house, but I'm running out of food that I know how to make. So I'm like, maybe just a box of stovetop for dinner. Maybe a couple of burgers, because I have two cinnamon raisin bagels left. Maybe I'll do, I think I got a box of pork roll left. Maybe I'll do pork roll. Maybe I can do tuna. Yeah, toast is out. I don't have any normal bread in this house. The only thing I have is two cinnamon raisin bagels, which means, do I have that for dinner tonight and then tomorrow I gotta do something else? You know what I mean? I do have a lot of pasta I could possibly make. I also think I have those 60-second pasta bags that I can throw that stuff in. So there's food. There's food in the house. And I just got to cover Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Unless my wife actually gets here on Saturday. Because she's like, make sure the house is clean. But I know she's coming Saturday because the house will not be clean enough. And I get it. I'm fine with that. So I probably today, to be honest with you, after I have therapy at 3, then I'll probably run another load of dishes and put the laundry away and Clean out the dining room table since people are coming Sunday. Things to do. Some boiled chicken and steamed broccoli. I do have broccoli. I have those packages of broccoli, so I could do broccoli. Boiled chicken I'm not a fan of. I had chicken, I made chicken cutlets night before last, and then the best part is I enjoy chicken cutlets, but I also enjoy the breadcrumbs and the egg, and you pour the egg into the breadcrumb, and then you make those little balls, and then you cook that. And I eat that more than I eat the chicken. That was a delicacy in our house growing up. Whenever my mother was making chicken cutlets, I was like, you gotta put the egg with the breadcrumbs. So I always use extra egg and extra breadcrumb. My wife's like, no, that's more than enough. And I'm like, listen, I made 6 pieces of chicken here, but I made like 8 pieces of this. So you have to be 80 to enjoy boiled chicken. Yeah, boiled chicken is gross. Like boiled chicken I can have if you're doing like chicken and rice. That makes sense. But I need a way more rice than chicken. Like it's raining now. It's supposed to rain all day and all night. All of the day and all of the night. So I'm not going to leave the house today. That's out. And I really don't want to order anything because you can only really order pizza or Chinese food here. That ordering anything else from Grubhub and all that's all beyond me. But again, there's enough food in this house. Stop being lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like if you left it wasn't written. No, I wouldn't. But here's my excuse. The ground's wet. Yeah, that's awful on your tires. You should never drive in the rain when the ground is wet. So I want to keep my tires in mint condition. In case I have to sell them on eBay at some point. Plus, there's really nothing out there that I would be interested in eating. Like, I'm still making way too much food, but I've also been throwing stuff away now. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to eat this, so I got to. You have to stay home because that's where the light is. Exactly. Yeah, if I can, what I would have to do is have my wife buy one of those car charger plug-ins. That way I could plug it into my car and I could mount this to the dash so the red light is on me as I'm driving around. That would look pretty cool at night, right? I'm sure the police would not pull me over. Apparently everybody was excited because I think yesterday or the day before, the Lenny Kravitz was at the Buc-ee's in Daytona Beach. And there's about 400 people that I know that live down there that have had pictures taken with him. And people were upset. They were like, yeah, somebody told me he was there, so I drove over, but he was already gone. I'm like, well, he's not. He didn't go to Buc-ee's to do a signing. He went to Buc-ee's probably because he had to take a piss, and probably he had to get a what do you call it, pulled pork sandwich. He's fucking Lenny Kravitz. Definitely not a way to get pulled over. Yeah, not drive around with a red light. I can unplug it and plug it so it looks like it, and I can pull people over. A friend of mine ran into Sebastian Bach in a record store in Vegas last week. Nice. Vegas seems more normal to run into a celebrity, even of the caliber of Sebastian Bach and Lenny Kravitz. We'll call them celebrity for argument's sake. But if you're in the Buc-ee's like a record store in Vegas, all right, I can see that. A Buc-ee's in Daytona Beach, that seems really, really random. I only like one Lenny Kravitz song. I absolutely hate all the rest of them. Tausch, Mr. Frank says. Tausch. I know it's touche. It's touche. Don't correct me. There was a guy, Tommy. I've said this story before that I grew up with, went to school with, and he used to. We would read Kerrang! Magazine all the time, Kerrang! Magazine would always say that bands were Clark. That people would say, this band is totally cliche. Every band was cliche to Kerrang! Because they were the heaviest magazine out there. But Tommy would always read it and say, "Oh my God, did you see what they said about Striper? They said they're so cliche." I was like, "What?" Yeah, they said they were cliche, and I'm like, "I don't even know what you're talking about. What is that's not even a word." Yeah, it is. And I would look, I'm like, "That's cliche, you moron." I wonder if he's still. I'm friends with him on Facebook. I should ask him about that. Not Tommy Clark though. Tommy Destruction. We called him Tommy Destruction. He was a huge fan of the band Destruction. And his last name started with a D. They filled the cliche niche. The cliche niche. Yes. Watch how you say that, you can get in trouble. So yeah, so that was that. I hadn't watched noir films in a couple of days, so last night I was like, oh shit, the next one is due. Cliche niche, exactly. So I had to watch. I watched DOA, and then in my head I sang "Dead or Alive" by Van Halen over and over in my head, which is even not even one of my favorite Van Halen songs at all. The 1950s. Meh. I'm not sure how next week will work out if my wife is actually home. Because I would have to watch those movies during the day, and I don't want to. I would rather her, when she's home, I mean, she'll be at work, but at least then I know she's coming home for dinner. So I want to actually get shit done. I have been writing, thanks to Tom, last couple of days, knocking off the next chapter of our book. I was able to. He knocked one off yesterday morning, and I hit one because Amanda Ward was here yesterday, which was cool. So we got a lot of writing in, and then Tom's like, chapter done. So I jumped in, knocked off the next chapter, and then Tom knocked off his next chapter. I was like, here we go. And then Amanda left, and then I slowly started getting depressed again, and then by dinner time I was like, let me go to McDonald's. Maybe I'll feel better. I did not. And I did not write, but I got up super early because I went to bed at like 9:30 last night. Read a little bit of that Geddy Lee book. I listened to you two jabronis ensemble chapter yesterday. Did you learn anything? Did you learn anything? Was there anything you were like, oh, I did not know that about Tom and or Armand? Or did you just kind of figure it all out? I would imagine you still haven't read the trilogy though, Mr. Frank. I learned to take socks 2 off my TBR pile. I'm still on Dying Day 7. You need to catch up, my friend. Those books have been out for years. Although what I'm writing now is Dying Day's Patient Zero, the prequel to all 9 of those books. There you go. It's like a full circle thing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. So I took Stark Lake, which is my cosmic horror book that I wrote chapter a month on Patreon, and I put that up on Vela like 3 days ago. And it's like 30 chapters, and Vela now is the first 10 chapters are free, not the first 3. So the first 10 chapters, a third of the book is up there for free. You can just read it for free. And then chapter 11 went up where you got to spend your token points. And then every Saturday another chapter will go up all the way through. I think it's actually until almost August. Then that book will be up there. So I'm hoping I get people who will use their tokens, their free tokens they give you, and read the damn thing. I'm also hoping for some bonuses, but I basically need, I think you need like a handful of reads first before you're eligible for the token thing. So, you know what, Frank? I was just, what am I ever going to do with this thing? I'm not going to release it. It's not part of the brand anymore. It's not going to make me any money. Let me put it on Vela, and hopefully a few people will read it, and then I'll get $50 to $100 a month in bonuses. That's what I got the last one. I didn't realize that once the book is done, and you're not putting anything else, you're no longer eligible for the bonuses. So I have, I think, 3 other horror books that if this makes me money, listen, if this makes me like $250, I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to pay for anything. And then I'll put the next book up right after. And so I will continue for, like, say, the next 2 years or until Vela comes down. So it's making money. It's all it is. Making money. It's making love out of nothing at all. So that's that. Except for, besides Easter, anybody got anything exciting they're doing this weekend? I just pulled up Facebook to see if anybody's posting stupid links. MetalRules.com says it's now or never for Sebastian Bach, posting this Skid Row announcement that Eric has quit. This guy says Bach doesn't need Skid Row, but they certainly could use him. This person wants them to keep Lizzie Hale. Come on. Yeah, because Lizzie Hale is going to leave her band to join Skid Row. Hopefully nothing, Tom Duffy says. Tom, you plan on, I'm not busting your balls. Are you planning on getting any more writing in today for our book? Just trying to push through today. Now, tonight at 8 o'clock, J.C. Walsh is supposed to call me. He sent me a message, and he said, hey, we haven't talked in, I don't know, since August. You want to have a conversation? And I was like, yeah, any night this week. And he's like, how about Wednesday at 8 o'clock? And I'm like, give me a call. If he had said Thursday, I would have said, no, it's baseball, opening day. No. But we're going to have a chat tonight. I don't know. I guess we're going to catch up. I'm not sure if he's trying to position for MondoCon Not sure what's going on. I am going to throw it in his face that Alexander C. Bailey has released his first book and is catching up now. Because I'm an asshole. So hopefully that'll be good. I need to stop being so negative and holding a grudge against everyone. There's certain people I'm always going to hold a grudge against. I mean, that's just a given. Cindy Davis, who in third grade took my hat and punched me. Yeah, I'll never forgive her. Ever. So there you go. So obviously no Twitch tomorrow. So that's the thing, Tom. Either if you knock off a chapter today, then I will get it. I will have to get it in tonight because I will not be writing tomorrow. And I don't want to wait till Friday and hold us up. So ideally you write a chapter today, then I write another chapter tonight, and then that gives you all day tomorrow if you want to write another chapter. We should move this shit along. Alex beat Zin, yeah, and I think they I thought there for a little bit that that Nick was going to come out first. I'm going to try to get one done in a few. Perfect. We're starting to set things up little by little, which is good. I'm just not sure if 23,000 words or so will be enough for us to get to any logical point, and I don't want to push it. I don't want to just throw something in. So I think we're good. I think our pacing is good, like the Heist trilogy that Frank Edler obviously has never read. So I think it's all good. All right, I'm at 11,933 words. So my goal is I want to hit another 70 words or so. So another couple lines here, and then I think I'm gonna call this. Then I have to mentally prepare for therapy and talking shit about all these. Yeah, I broke 12,000 words. All right. I'm happy. And I know you're happy. All right, people. I'm out of here. Thanks for hanging out. Everybody enjoy opening day baseball. And I will see you again on Friday, right? Yep, I will see you on Good Friday. It's going to be a good Friday. A positively good Friday, I guess. The young kids say. What? All right, everybody. I will see you later.